They call him the Nostradamus of the North. Chris from Redmen TV joins us now to talk about the fact that Liverpool are going to another European Cup final. They have won against Villarreal, 3-1 on aggregate. Chris, how are you feeling, mate?
On top of the world, mate. That was just one of the best games of football I've ever had privilege to witness. Man, the whole day was just incredible. We greeted the team 6 o'clock outside the King Harry pub. There was thousands of people there, flares. There was scaffolding on the side of a building. There was flags all over it, kids on roofs, on houses, on walls. Everyone recording, everybody singing the heart out there to welcome the team and put the absolute fear of God into the Villarreal team. They came up first on their bus and they didn't know what hit them. We were screaming, the flares started going off, bang, chants going, Liverpool, Liverpool, Liverpool. And it was just incredible, mate. And stuff was getting thrown at their bus. They were cowering. You could see it in their eyes through the glass that they weren't up for it. They were scared. But don't tell me that doesn't put the fear of God into somebody. They were cowering away from the windows. They were ducking down. And it turns out the first 10 minutes, they panicked. The pressure that the fans brought was continued on the pitch straight from kickoff. High press, up the field, not giving them any time whatsoever on the ball. Defenders making mistakes, goalkeepers spilling the ball. We forced our own goal, 1-1 in the tie, and we went on from there. We dominated the game, James. Emre Can, oh my word, he was injured. 10 out of 10 performance. It was a captain's performance on the field when we needed it most from a player who's got the potential to be absolutely world-class. Man, James, it was just...
James. You're in bits, mate. You're in bits, mate. It's good, mate. It's incredible. I mean, we spoke about the game 2 days ago, and firstly, we both agreed that this was a tough game. This is a game that it was finely poised. They got the win. It looked like you kind of went for the draw when you were out there, and we were wondering, were you going to go gung ho in this game? Was that a dangerous thing? You got players like Denis Suarez, a very good player. We saw that he was great in the home leg. They just couldn't deal with it. They couldn't deal with it at all. They couldn't deal with the pressure and the high pressure of that team. And one person we've got to talk about, Daniel Sturridge. I mean, we spoke about it 2 days ago in that video. Is he going to play? I mean, he played against Swansea. Was this a masterstroke from Klopp, or was this just a little bit of luck and he just riled him up that little bit and let him go, and he's just unreal, wasn't he?
Oh, he was sensational on the night. You knew from the first time he picked the ball up that he was scoring. I did anyway. He's got something about him. When he wants a goal, he drives at defenders, the little step overs. He's looking for his right foot. He's looking for his left foot. His finishing's not there yet either. This is the amazing thing. His finishing's better than what we saw last night. As a Liverpool fan, though, to answer your question, I trust that it was a masterstroke by Jurgen Klopp, and I don't care if it wasn't. I'm wearing my red tinted glasses for this. I'm a Liverpool fan at the end of the day. I don't know how he's done it, but he's got Daniel Sturridge to play basically 90 minutes in the last 2 games within 4 days of each other. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen at Liverpool Football Club for Daniel Sturridge. It hasn't happened since 13-14, but he has looked after him so well since he's come back in the side. 60 minutes, 65 minutes, 70 minutes, a week off, all that type of stuff. And it's all been building to this. And whether it was just the sort of kick up the arse that he needed for being dropped for Divock Origi or rested for Divock Origi, what it means now for Liverpool is we've got a fit and firing and a hungry Daniel Sturridge back on the field when we need it most. We're 1 game away from Champions League football, 1 game away from a European trophy in Switzerland. That is huge for Liverpool Football Club. Imagine what it can do, not just for this season and the fans now. We're creating moments as we go along. Klopp's been here for 8 months and we've been to 2 finals already. But imagine what it does for next season. There's loads of managers in the Premier League up in the air starting new jobs. Everyone looking around at Liverpool going, oh, they might have Champions League football. I kind of want to play for Jurgen Klopp. Look at him. Look at how he deals with his players. What a guy to work for. And that just stands us in good stead, James. And, if we can continue to create European nights and Premier League nights like we have been doing this season, then we are going to go from strength to strength under his stewardship.
Well, that's it, Chris. I mean, I call you the Nostradamus of the North because the confidence in the magic of Anfield, it was palpable when we chatted the other day, and you were certain that something will happen that will get you there, and it was just there. It seemed like a very emotional night as well.
Oh, James, you're spot on. That You'll Never Walk Alone at the beginning of the game. That was the most emotional You'll Never Walk Alone, the most heartfelt and the best You'll Never Walk Alone I've ever had the privilege to be a part of, because there was so much in it if you know what I mean, because we've obviously had the Hillsborough inquests, and we finally got our justice for the '96, and that was evident in the You'll Never Walk Alone before the game. There was so much feeling, and it rolled down onto the pitch, it rolled down onto the players, and they just continued where we left off, and it was special to be a part of, mate.
Has Klopp brought both? I know he's brought the fans closer to the manager. Has he brought them closer to the players then as well?
I think so. You remember early on in the season when we celebrated a draw, and Klopp had the players do that to the Kop and stuff like that, and the whole footballing world, apart from Liverpool fans, thought it was cringy, and Liverpool fans loved it. And now people are looking around, probably going, "Okay, he's cultivating a relationship between the manager, the fans, and the players, which is what it should be." He's come from Dortmund, where they've got terrific fans. I understand they could be the best fans in Europe, but they don't affect football matches like we do. Yeah. And Klopp realises that getting the fans on side is all part of this. You just have to look at him. He's like Simeone, isn't he? The way he's egging the crowd on, and he's bringing us into the game. And the more we feel we can affect the football, the better the results are, because we are affecting the football. And sorry, mate, I'm so excited. I'm knocking the headphones out, but it's just so exciting to be a part of. I feel like we're moving in the right direction under him, and together, I don't think anyone's going to be able to stop us in the next few years, because this man knows what he's doing, and not just on the football field, around the club as well.
Yeah, as a Liverpool fan, you've been in the Europa League and the UEFA Cup, whatever, quite a lot in the last few years. Is there a different feeling about it this year, because you've got that Champions League place up for grabs? Is there a lot more excitement for everyone?
Oh, definitely. The way that we've respected the competition's been a little bit different as well. The fact that we've kind of had the B team for the Premier League games and the A team for the European nights and stuff, it makes a huge difference. Now, in seasons gone by, you could say, oh, well, you've not really got anything to play for in the league. We haven't had anything to play for in the league anyway. In 2013-14, we didn't have any European campaign at all. We concentrated on the league. But when we've been in the Europa League, we've always had the league, and the league's always come first. This time, the Europa League has been priority, and that, coupled with the fact that we've had Manchester United and Dortmund before the semi-final. Manchester United, a huge Northwestern derby. We owed them one because Van Gaal's had the better of us with that Manchester United side. And then on to Dortmund, where, one of the, if not the greatest game of football and atmosphere that I've ever been a part of. Moving on to the semi-final, which now leads into the final. I mean, it's just been incredible. And that Champions League place is the carrot that we need.
Yeah, I mean, it's been that underdog story because you played Man United. I think most people probably might have put them favourites. Dortmund, they were definitely favourites. Yeah. Villarreal, they knew it was going to be a stern test, maybe even on that one. But an incredibly difficult run-in. And then you got Sevilla now, who are going for that third title. But that'll suit Liverpool. Being the underdog will suit you, right?
Oh, you're spot on, James. We always do better as the underdog. I don't know what it is. I think is it a British thing? I'm not certain, but we as Liverpool fans love being the underdog. We relish in it because it comes back to this part of this thing of, we feel like we can affect the football more. And when we're the underdog, we get into it more and the team feeds off us and we just go on and we can steamroll the teams. And Sevilla's going to be a difficult game. They are an incredibly experienced side that's built for this competition, built for Europe. They've not had the best La Liga campaign, but don't take that away from them. They're a great side, and they are going to be really, really difficult to beat. But what better way to win the Europa League than go out and beat the last year's champions?
Absolutely. And you say they're an experienced side, but I bet they haven't experienced 100,000 of the opposition fans maybe being at a final like that, which is what Klopp is after, and which is something that could be achieved. You've only got 38,000 that can fit in the ground. Only a third of that is going to be Liverpool fans. Well, unless there's some other tickets that they're able to get a hold of.
Scousers always find a way, James.
Scousers find a way, don't they? Yeah, exactly. Is that a possibility? Could you get 100,000 down there?
Do you know what? It's only a 12-hour, 21-minute drive, according to Google Maps. I've looked into it this morning. I'm heading down regardless. It's only 2 6-hour stints if you share the drive with your mate at the end of the day, isn't it? You probably stop for a Mackey's breakfast on the way. Obviously, there's other outlets that you can enjoy your food from. But, seriously, there'll be a lot of Liverpool fans there. They'll be there to soak up the atmosphere, I wasn't at Istanbul, unfortunately. It was amazing in the city of Liverpool, one of the best nights of my life. But I am going to this one now. We're going to cover it from the Redmen TV, of course, but whether Redmen TV existed or not, we'd be going with or without a ticket.
If you don't want to miss out on any of the coverage on the road to Basel, then go over to Redmen TV and go subscribe to their channel. I mean, it is the #1 Liverpool channel. Everyone knows that. So if you haven't subscribed, then get over there and do it. If you enjoyed this video and the glory of football, which is what we're essentially celebrating right now, then give it a like. And if you enjoy the channel, then give Ball Street a subscribe as well.